Hello, Taylor and viewers. So it has been decided by the combined brain power that is Taylor and myself that we might need to adjust the rules a little bit to better fit the lifestyle of a college student because we are both literally falling apart. Taylor and I are going to have a talk in the very near future and decide what rules we want to change and if we want to add any more. Because this is something that we really enjoy doing, but we want to keep it that way and we don't want to make it something that we resent. And right now we're both really super busy and we don't have a lot of time, but we definitely want to keep this going, so we just need to work it a little bit so it continues to be fun and wonderful and not something that we hate. I did miss a video on Wednesday. I was pretty sick. I spent the whole day in bed. Thankfully I'm feeling better now, but I do have punishment now, so if you guys have any ideas or anything silly you'd like to see me do, please leave suggestions because apparently Taylor and I are really bad at coming up with punishments. Today I am finally going to answer Taylor's question about home. For those of you that don't know too much about how Long Island is set up, there are very different parts of it, and the town where Taylor's from and the town where I'm from are complete opposites. Whereas Taylor graduated with somewhere around 550 people, that is more people than there are in my entire high school. Actually, that's almost as many students as there are in my entire school district. My graduating class was 60 kids, and that was a big deal. That was the largest class my high school has seen in a really long time. My old high school is in a kindergarten through 12th grade 3-story building. I was walking around with my elementary school teachers. The problem with such a small school, well, one of them anyway, is that you're kind of forced to be friends with everyone because you don't have any other option. Those are the people you're stuck with. There are literally no other groups of people to meet. We didn't have cliques in my high school because there weren't enough people to have a party if you didn't invite almost everyone. Also because we were so small, and especially with all of the budget cuts, the artsy things that I was interested in weren't funded very well, and because of that we weren't as supported as some people would like to say we were, if that makes sense. My experiences in high school were not that great, and I don't particularly talk to anyone I went to school with minus a select few people, and that's done a lot to change how I feel about where I grew up. If I'm going to be honest, I really don't consider Long Island my home anymore. It's been a long time since I felt comfortable living there and being surrounded by the people and the frame of thought you find there, and that was only intensified when I moved to New York City. I don't want to say people from my hometown are closed-minded, but there's a very strict following of social norms throughout the town, and if you don't fit into those, you're kind of fucked. But on the other hand, the negative experiences I had in high school really shaped who I am, and as cliche as it is to say, they played a huge part in me making the decisions I have to get me where I am now. At the same time though, I'm still dealing with the consequences of those experiences, and if I could change it, I probably would. Also, I think another reason I kind of feel like this is the actual house my parents live in, which is not the house I grew up in. I moved out of the house I spent my entire life in right before my senior year of high school. At this point, I was already seriously jaded about Long Island and had no intention of moving back after college, so I never made any effort to personalize my room there. So it already kind of feels like I'm living in a guest room whenever I go back to my parents' house. But I'm not talking about the things that make Long Island great. My family is really the only reason I forced myself back there because I love my family. And the friends that I still have there make my time there bearable. If I could transport them all to the city, my life would be wonderful. But after 3 days on Long Island, I'm ready to leave and go back to the city. So I guess what I'm saying is no, I don't miss home, because I am home. But I miss the things that make a place your home. Because as much as I love living in New York City, there's still something missing, so it's not quite perfect. Taylor, I'll see you on Monday.